Hey, welcome back again, Chili Preppers. Hey, I was struggling on what I was going to do the next video on, and then I was out in the garden this morning and I got some inspiration. So if you watched my last video, I mentioned the term the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, today I've got a prime example of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, I don't want to be one of those people on YouTube that try to act like everything's perfect for me in the garden, because it's not. So I'm really trying to show you the real deal. Everything. If it happens to you, it happens to us. It's just some people don't show you the bad. And today I'm going to show you the really bad. So you're going to want to stick around. And then part of the good was yesterday I did something, I made something, and I think I'm going to give something away if you stick around till the end, and it will only be for the long form viewers. It won't be for the short videos. So stick around if you want to see about that, and not only am I going to give it away, but then it'll get your opinion to help me out. There's always a lot of frustration in the garden every year, and I see it all over the YouTube forums right now. We're getting toward the end of the year and frustrations really start to set in. Things start to happen around the garden. Trust me, you're about to see. So here's the secret. You gotta make sure you have more good than bad. Nothing is ever gonna go perfect in the garden. No matter what you do, things are gonna happen. It's your job to make the goods outweigh the bads. Now that's part of why I do a garden that's so big. Also, I'm just crazy when it comes to hobbies, and I am that crazy gardener, so it gets bigger and bigger every year. But the bigger your garden is, the better chance you have of having a whole lot of good and a little bit of bad. So quite honestly, there are a lot of good that I could show you, and I'm just going to pick a couple, show you real quick, then we're going to talk about the bad, and then we're going to talk about the real ugly. Here's one of the goods, and I'm saying it from the point of view that I wasn't sure if it was going to turn out good, but it was my outside tower garden that I decided to grow melons in. The good is we're getting some damn fine melons. The bad is most of these little herb sites up here that I tried to put kale and all that stuff in didn't do squat. Now that might not be fair. A few of them did germinate, but most of them didn't do squat. But I'm having that same problem out in the square foot garden right now. Our temperature's really weird. It's all whacked out and I don't know what's going on. So I'm having some germination problems out there, which is why I'm starting them inside now, and then I'm going to transplant them out. It just seems to work better. Okay, the bad, and I'm going to try to put a positive spin on it, but the bad is right behind me. My Hungarian wax pepper that was actually supposed to be the purple bell, and then I kind of embraced it, and I really like the Hungarian wax. We had a huge windstorm, and it tore this thing apart, and then it dropped an entire pile of them on the ground because with all the broken sticks and twigs. So that plant's probably not going to do much. I'm going to do the best I can, but I don't think it'll do much. And it is my fault. I should have had it supported better. I do have supports in there, but I honestly didn't spend a lot of time on their supports. So I can't be too mad. I know it's on me. The good part of it though is I have 5 others in that bed, and they're performing like crazy. Now I kind of want to cry about the ugly. So sitting next to me, if you followed any of my videos, this is the wall of tomatoes. It was 3 cherry tomato plants that I planted in a big raised bed garden. I built a big wooden frame around it, and I was seeing how big I could make it. I was fertilizing it like crazy. Yesterday's windstorm came through, and to my shock, I walked out here this morning, and this is what I found. It just split the wood completely. And behind it, I have a pile of cherry tomatoes. And if you've been following me, you know this one really hits home because I love these cherry tomatoes. This is the cherry tomato I talked about getting the seeds and thought I lost it forever. And it turns out I didn't. They are absolutely amazing. Okay, now to try to make myself feel better, the good is It did not break the stems. They bent over, but it didn't break the stems. So I have a chance. I'm gonna have to get some help over here on both sides, and we're gonna have to try to lift this whole thing. And then I'm gonna have to add even more supports into it. But that's okay, I'm gonna try to save it. The other good is, I have a 40-gallon grow bag over there that has 2 more in it, and then I have 2 more in a raised bed on the other side of the property. So I didn't lose this cherry tomato forever. I really hope I can save it. I'm not sure if I can, but I just wanted to show you the ugly. Not enough people show you the ugly. I know when I started out and I was watching a bunch of the garden YouTube channels, they love to show you the good stuff, but you don't hear them really talk about the bad stuff. You wonder why things go wrong for you and why it's happening to me and all that stuff. Oh no, there's disasters in the garden every year, trust me. All we can do is make the best out of it, roll with the punches, try to fix it, and get the most possible harvest. Now let's discuss the good stuff. Like I said, only for long form viewers, the people watching this video, and the people who stuck around to the end will actually see this. But if you've kept up with me at all, these little guys that are over here on my left shoulder, you're right, are the ones that all 4 of them were supposed to be Matapino. The 2 in the center actually turned white. You can see we actually have a Matapino variegated pepper on there. We have a couple other peppers too. A little bit of white on that one, but we still have some flowers, so I'm nurturing them. This one, it's kind of done the same thing all year. I don't have any peppers. Flowers keep falling off, but it is a cool looking plant. This one, however, from the same seed pack, same group of seeds, I have a giant. It actually turned out to be huge, and that's why I tell you to embrace it sometimes when you get pepper gated. So I went through yesterday and I picked all the ultra ripe. I'm waiting until they go red, and then I'm picking them. I got 360 off of them yesterday, 2 plants. And I just went ahead and sacrificed this one just so you can see what it looks like when they turn red. Before they turn red, they're purple like this, and honestly, I think that'd make a really cool looking sauce, a purple hot sauce, but I haven't messed with that yet. On that topic of hot sauce though, I took those 360 peppers and I made the first batch of chili pepper hot sauce of the year. And let me tell you, this stuff turned out hot. My best guess, and the original idea came from a viewer out there, thank you very much, is that this is a Datil, D-A-T-I-L, I think they say it, Datil pepper. So I don't know what happened with this hot sauce, and honestly I didn't do a lot of research on the Datil pepper after I came up with that idea. I mean, I looked it up and looked what it looked like and how it grows, and that truly made me think it was a Datil pepper, but I neglected to look up the heat, and I didn't think it was that hot. So yesterday when I made the hot sauce, I decided to make one kind of like a Frank's red hot sauce, or it's a similar recipe that most of them use. So I thought, okay, last year I focused on the super hot. I made the Carolina Reaper sauce. I called it stupid hot, but I didn't have a sauce that everyone could probably eat. Something like similar to a Frank's red hot type heat level. So I went ahead and I made it off of that same recipe. I just used that Datil pepper. Holy crap, blow your head off. This stuff is instant heat. As soon as it hits your tongue, you're on fire. So of course I went on after well, okay, I lie. First, I called my son and had him come over to try this just to see if I was being a wimp. And he put a little bit on the end of the spoon, not scooping it, just touched the spoon to it and touched his mouth, and his eyes instantly went wide open. I think this is hotter than the stupid hot from last year, and I don't know why. So maybe it's not a Datil pepper. I really don't know. But when I looked it up, the Datil pepper, what they're saying is habanero heat. So this year I blended it down and made the hot sauce out of a mash. Last year I made it out of powder. Maybe that made a difference. I don't know, but all I can tell you is this shit is hot. So here's what I want to do. I haven't started making hot sauce to sell it or anything like that. I give it away as gifts. It's the chili pepper hot sauce, and it's really fun to give away. I've got my handful of friends and some of the viewers out here that I send it to, and I like to just get your opinion on it. And someday maybe I will look at selling it. I just don't know about all the legalities with, you know, the commercial kitchen thing. But I can tell you that this pH'd out at a 4.0, so it's absolutely safe to eat. I've been making hot sauce for a long time. It's not going to make you sick, but it's going to make you run for your water or milk. Or, little side note and a bonus just for watching this, my daughter figured out if you put cinnamon on a tortilla and roll it up, that actually does really good when you eat something hot. So give it a try and let me know what you think. So what I want to do is, I made 5 bottles of this hot sauce. In the comments, do me a favor, go down and come up with a name for this hot sauce. Notice it just has my logo on it. There's no name. Now in that name, consider that we may not know exactly what that pepper is, but I've been to the Pepper Palace and places like that, and I've tried some hot sauces. And this sucker is hot. So down below, leave me your ideas of what you would name this hot sauce. And I've got a group of us that I'm going to get together, and we're going to pick the 5 that we like the best, and then we'll send it to you. But after I send it to you, I want you to try it and leave your comments. Come back to this video and leave comments for everybody to see what you thought. And am I just being a sissy, or is it really as hot as I'm saying it is? My money's on it's as hot as I'm saying it is. Although I've told you before, I can be a sissy when it comes to heat. I know it. It's okay. So do me a favor, if you have any friends that are really into hot stuff and hot sauce, send them the link to this video. Help me get it out there and let people see. It's not going to lessen your chance of winning the hot sauce, because you have to come up with the name, and then there's 6 of us that are going to go through and vote on which are the best names. So it's not hurting you to send it out to your friends. Get this out there to your friends and let them see. So this video is going to release on Saturday, so let's let it run for a week. Next Saturday, I'll do a video, I'll announce the winners, and then we'll get it shipped out to you, and I'll be waiting for your response. So until that video comes out, remember, you don't have to be a prepper to be prepared, and I'll see you on the next one.